Alright guys, what is up? The Black Snowman here with another Adventure Time Card Wars hack. This is a daily gifts hack, and it is all encompassing in that you won't really need any other mods once you have this, unless you just want to go next level and do shit yourself. But anyway, let's get into it. This mod does favor jailbroken devices. It may or may not work on jailed devices or non-jailbroken devices, depending on whether this method 1 that I'm about to show you works for you. Anyway, you want to open up your iFun box, head over to user applications, go over to your Card Wars. What the folder you're looking for is the blueprints folder. It will sometimes vary depending on which version you have, but if you can't find it using the directory I'm about to show you, then just navigate around. It is there somewhere, so if you do a bit of hunting, you will find it, because it's kind of a core piece of the game. Anyway, you want to go into Card Wars, Data, Raw, and Blueprints. This is the main folder you're looking for here. And we're going to be focusing on the dailygifts.json. There's a whole load of shit that you can play around with, but obviously you can go into that yourselves and maybe figure out some of your own hacks, but we're going to be mainly focusing on this dailygifts.json. Now, to test if this works for you, you want to drag this over to your desktop like so, and go over and attempt to delete it. As you can see, mine does not delete. This means it is patched. This came with the 1.1.4 update they released on November the 2nd, and as you can see, they have locked the permissions for this folder, so you can't fuck with it basically. You can't even delete the folder, let alone its contents. But luckily for those who are jailbroken, iFile just says fuck this, I can do whatever I want, and just kind of brute forces its way into writing data to this file. That's why this favors jailbroken devices. Although iFunbox will not allow it due to permissions and shit, you can do this with iFile, and I have succeeded with it. But anyway, if you are jailed, I guess you can just stop watching the video right now, because you can't really do anything past this point other than go and get yourself jailbroken and then come back to this and do it, because it's pretty fun. Anyway, I'm gonna head over to the device now and show you guys what you can do if you are jailbroken. Alright guys, so for those of you who are jailbroken, you want to go ahead and grab iFile from the Cydia store, head into that, go over to VAR, Mobile, Applications. Now, for some of you it may look a bit fucked up like this and kind of difficult to see which app is which. Is sort of a trial and error sort of thing. You want to go to the bottom left and click this cog here, and go to File Manager and turn application names on. Then you can press done, and obviously the application names come up, making things a whole lot easier. Then you can go to your Card Wars app, pretty much the same place we navigated to in iFunbox, Blueprints. Then to your dailygifts.json, which you want to open with a text viewer, and there you have it, the holy grail of this game. Most of this stuff, as per usual, is pretty self-explanatory. Here you have the type of gift you can receive, hearts, the quantity, the amount, rarity, and the cost of retrying. I have modded this to test it out and made sure it works, so that's why some of these values are pretty cranky. But yours will be different. Most of this shit will be like 50,000, 5, and the cost will be like 1. So let me just explain through some of the shit for those of you who are going to mod this yourself, because I am giving up a this dailygifts.json that you see right before you here. I'm uploading it for you guys to download and implement, and I'm going to show you how you can pass this over to your device if you don't already know how to do it. But for those of you who want to edit it yourselves, first of all, I advise you not to go too crazy on the amounts, given that you're going to be doing this quite often, this daily gift shit. unless you're going to be doing it like once a month or something. Even then, still don't go too crazy on it. To mod the quantity, it's pretty straightforward. You just change the value. Rarity 50,000. I suggest you leave everything at 50,000 because if you notice in the game, well, this might just be me, but I noticed I always landed on 10,000 coins. Like 9 times out of 10 I'd landed on 10,000 coins, not even anything shittier than that, just 10,000 coins every single time. And when I checked its rarity in here, it was 50,000, so I set everything to 50,000, so they're all pretty much even, and you have an even chance of landing on every item. Now if you head over to the retry gem cost, most people would think, yeah, you can set it to 0, but the smart of you guys, the smart ones among you guys, will realize you can set it to a negative value, and that will in fact give you that amount of coins. So once you played it once, if it was free, instead of waiting the 24 hours or however much long they fucking ask you to wait, if you press retry, it will ask you if you want to spend negative 9999 coins, gems, sorry, on another go. But obviously this negative means this will be added to your current gem balance. I'm not going to go into too much bullshit because it's pretty self-explanatory. If you're getting negative 999, that obviously means you're having that added to your balance. Other than that, you can go ahead and play with the rest of the stuff. For example, this hearts, the type you can change. For example, gems here you can change to hearts. You can just copy the type from another thing and that will change what you receive. In terms of the cards, I didn't bother changing the quantity in this because no matter what the quantity, you will always get one card. I remember I first did this, I changed it to 10. I landed on 10 cards. It did say 10, but when I went to check my inventory, I saw that only one card had been added. So there's not really any point in changing that. Just change the rarity to 50,000, everything to 50,000, give you an even chance of landing on all of them. Alright guys, so if you want to use the game save I've offered up for you guys, you want to head over to the link in the description and download this dbdailygifts.json file to your computer. Shouldn't take very long, it's only 2 kilobytes. Then you want to head over to the source of wherever you downloaded that to and grab that and just drop it on your desktop. I already have one here. You just want to grab that and drop it on your desktop like so. Obviously you cannot write to this blueprints folder, so there's no point in trying to drag and dropping it into there. Instead I'm going to show you an alternative. You want to head over into documents and just drop it into there because it will definitely go. As you can see, it's in there. From there you can head over to your device and manually cut and paste it into the blueprints folder. If you don't already know how to do that, here's how. You want to head over into iFile again. Navigate to the documents folder we just dropped it into. Scroll down, there you have it. Go to edit, select it, cut it, done, and navigate back to the blueprints folder. Obviously, now I like to delete it just in case. I don't know, I just don't trust the overriding process, and paste it in. There you have it, it's there. Now you can go ahead and launch the game with Wi-Fi off, obviously, so as to not fuck anything up. And if you have done it correctly, then when it comes to the daily gifts, shit should look like this somewhat. If you have used my save anyway, once you go to launch it anyway, it should ask you, and it should say negative whatever it is that you have set it to, and yes. And you should see that amount added to your current gem balance. As you can see, mine's absolutely fucking ridiculous. Just falls off the edge of the label completely. And there you have it. Anyway, I hope this has helped you guys. You non-jailbroken bros out there, just go and jailbreak, man. You're wasting your own time. Just jailbreak. Even if you don't want to, I don't see why you wouldn't want to. Probably because of negative perceptions or whatever the fuck. I don't care. If you want to do this, you're probably gonna have to jailbreak. unless you have some sort of special fucking untouched, unpatched version of the game, in which case you are very, very lucky. But even then, I still would consider jailbreaking for future mods. Anyway, this has been the Black Snowman. I hope this has helped as many people as possible. If it has helped, give it a thumbs up. If not, then just leave me a message in the comments so I can see what I can do for you.